Vera with a triangle attempt here. The arm is still kind of stuck in there from Salazar. Oh, now it's out. Vera may be in trouble here, and those elbows are brutal.
Salazar trying to cover up.
Salazar's in trouble. That is very tight now, John. Now attacking with the arm bar. He's got it.
Tap. Chito Vera with his 5th career win by way of submission. The triangle had been his go-to submission, converted to the arm bar. Nicely there, Ken Flo.
Well, he did a great job of utilizing that reach advantage and those long limbs on the feet with those kicks and jabs, but on the ground, he uses that advantage as well. Went up and over the arm there of Salazar at that triangle. Salazar tried to pull out, but that only exposed his arm. Here it is. Pushes that wrist through, much like Anderson Silva did against Chael Sonnen. Salazar tried to pull out, but that just left him even more exposed to a full triangle there. Vera then attacked with some brutal elbows, got the arm across. Salazar left the arm available, and there's the combo attack there from Vera. Triangle arm lock submission, beautiful stuff.
And still just 22 years old.
Seconds. Good work from Vera there, keeping Brad on the outside.
You can count on Pickett wanting to go out on his sword. Moves in behind that jab.
Oh!
Huge head kick there from Vera, and that is it. That is enough for Grant Waterman. He saves Brad Pickett from any further punishment, but what a knockout there from Chito Vera. That's going to upset the London fans tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, a moment here as Vera goes over to Brad Pickett. That is certainly not in the script for him tonight. Very much the spoiler is Marlon Vera. But this is a sport, and this has been a passing of the baton, if you like.
So let's take a look at the replay of this. Obviously, Brad probably ahead 2 rounds, but a beautiful head kick there from Vera, placed perfectly. Brad looked to try and recover for a second, but he wasn't defending those couple of shots, and Grant Waterman did a good job of stepping in there. There we go, look, good accurate shots from Marlon Vera for the finish. Let's listen to this kick one more time as we see it full speed.
He's pressuring and he's not following, he's leading off on Chito, and now that allows him to stay in the pocket and stay on these wrestling transitions.
That was an excellent transition to that takedown, set up by a hook, and he switched his stance so he could set up his takedown from it, disguise it though with the left hook. Really nicely done, but again, Chito Vera, you can see the work he's done in his takedown defense. Doing a nice job at least stopping the initial takedown.
You see how Chito has his arm? It's a real annoying position if you're Kelleher, because if you try to go for the takedown, Chito can grind that arm right up. So now Kelleher has to keep his head under the chest of Chito so he can't crank his arm. And then that means you kind of got to give up on the takedown here. And there's the arm because he tried to escape it. That's what happens when you let go. So it's a weird position. You're kind of stuck here. Chito's got the submission attempt. Kelleher has to decide what he's going to do with it. Is he going to let go and try to separate or get the takedown? And here we are.
Boy, and that was a gorgeous scramble where he stepped through, got the trip.
Oh, he got Kelleher tap! Kelleher tap! So Chito Vera, with his 3rd consecutive win all in the last 8 months, somewhat of a stunner here in New York.
And that was beautiful. Kimura lock, switched right over to armbar. I mean, textbook, that's exactly how you do it. From that Kimura, you can either go to armbar or you can take the back of Kelleher. He went for the armbar, got it immediately.
And it is extremely difficult. Kelleher knew that was coming, and Chito was still able to keep him tight enough to finish. Take a look at this here. He's extending it, he's waiting. Kelleher is going to initiate the initial takedown from the trip. He'll step through, take out that right leg of Chito Vera, and then as they drop down, look how tight Chito Vera comes. Kelleher knows this is coming and can't stop it. Just beautiful work, and it was really the right leg of Chito Vera that was on.
Buren is moving towards him to move straight back. But you can see that when he's doing this, when he is moving forward and attacking, he's being way more effective.
Yes,
as long as he can avoid this clinch, as long as he can get out of there and try to keep the fight standing up.
You know, Chito's attempting to take down.
Interesting.
He's got the angle. Now he just needs to follow with his hips. Lead with his hips, try to lift and take him back. There it is.
Look at
There
that.
it is, yep. Just lead with his hips. It's an easy takedown from that position.
That's big for Chito.
Yeah,
That's big. That could easily cancel out what the work that Luigi did early in the round, especially if he could do some damage here and avoid the stand-up. A lot of that takedown, and also he's in a dominant position here. He's in side control. But a lot of that takedown was negated by the fact that nothing really happened, and Frank Trigg stood them back up.
Chito's got the outside wrist. Now he can do some real damage.
Big shots. Big shots by Chito.
Now go forward pressure. Forward pressure by Vera.
There's a turning point in this fight. Clearly, Chito is starting to turn on right now.
Yes.
Woo! Hard knees.
Oh, big right hand.
Oh, Luigi started to whip.
Beautiful body shot, cripples Buren.
That's it.
Chito Vera rallies for the finish.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Chito Vera, very pumped up.
And comes right over and says, "What's up, Joe Rogan?"
Man, these liver punches.
Man, 2 weeks in a row. Big body shot.
And you can see that one immediately. Luigi ate it, and the legs just gave out. And he's still on his knees in agony.
And that is a huge result for Chito, not far from home here tonight. You said, Joe, there was a turning point there at the 1 minute mark in that second round, the takedown, and then Chito Vera closed the show.
Here's that left, right on the button, and Luigi just immediately dropped. That is an awful feeling.
It's the worst.
Boom! Chito Vera, man, what a great comeback for him.
Yeah.
And taking this fight on short notice.
Right.
And what a fantastic result. The fact that he made the adjustments, that's what I'm most.
Well, he woke up as he tries to put Canetti out.
Going for the guillotine, arm is not in. If he pulls his hips down, he can get this right here. This looks tight.
More submissions than knockouts on his record. Canetti escapes. And now it's Vera trying to use up kicks. And you can see some damage opened up.
He is still hurt. He is still wobbly. Canetti needs to get his legs under him. A beautiful uppercut.
Oh, and now Canetti's covering up. Vera going to work. Warning from the referee. More knees to the body. Well, how do you turn the tables from round 1 to round 2?
He needs to settle down and get position.
Oh, and now the left is under the chin as Vera will again try to put the squeeze, and there is the tap. What a comeback. Marlon Chito Vera by submission to quiet this crowd.
What a way to turn a fight around. Marlon Vera, a different fighter in round 2. Great stuff.
Now is the time for respect, but you can see the damage he did in just over a minute of work in that second round. Big result for the Ecuadorian.
Canetti in round 2, shell shock. That first shot, it was like he was facing a completely different opponent, never was able to adjust to get back into the fight.
Our move of the fight is sponsored by Metro by T-Mobile. Get unlimited high-speed data all month long on the same network as T-Mobile.
He closed distance with a flying knee and then got in this position, the clinch. That Muay Thai plum, look at these shots as the taller guy. That is just absolutely deadly against a shorter opponent, and these uppercuts right through the card. I mean, can't question the heart of Canetti. He did everything he could to stay on his feet, answered back just enough to stay in the fight and not get it stopped via TKO, answering back with short punches. But this is all Marlon Vera, and once it was on the ground, this is just the icing on the cake. Canetti, no way to defend. Mataleon, rear naked choke right underneath the chin, and that is all she wrote. Great stuff by Marlon Vera. You talk about taking a crowd out of it. That's how you do it. Nothing but aggression. Great finish on the ground.
And after a couple of fights that went the distance, That is now 2 straight.
Las Vegas, because this fight was supposed to happen earlier this month in Las Vegas, but he had to back out. He said, bro. He said, I was in the 103, 104 temperature club. Whoa. Man, he woke up that week. He said, nothing's wrong. My kids weren't sick. Nothing was wrong. And then I woke up, had to go to the hospital. He had the flu, joined the John Anik Temperature Fan Club. Good that JA is feeling better now these days as well after Wichita. But Chito is back in healthy, and this fight is back on, and the fans here in Nashville get to see a couple of tough bantamweights.
Saenz immediately tried to get close. Vera landed a beautiful outside leg kick. I mean, Saenz is fighting very aggressively right now.
Chito offers the left counter. Well, if you're going to get Frankie Saenz out of there before the full 15 minutes, you're going to have to throw everything and the kitchen sink at him.
And the kitchen. He loaded up there on that high kick. Those techniques will be more effective if you set him up, let him follow behind something.
Wrestling background, as you mentioned, DC, for Frankie Saenz. Wrestled at Arizona State, also at Northern Colorado. Up in Greeley, Colorado. A little more than a minute in.
Vera's landed 2 really good outside leg kicks on Saenz when he tries to dart in. Another one.
There's another one. Oh, and he buckled him.
He dropped him bad with the right hand.
Oh, and now Chito Vera seeking the finish.
It's over.
Heavy fist coming, and that is it. Chito Vera. 3 straight wins. All coming before the bell.
Holy smokes, Chito Vera.
Ecuador, he says.
Holy smokes, what a right hand down the middle. And then the finishing instinct of Chito Vera. Holy smokes.
This is a shining star at 135, just 26 years old. Another look.
Oh, it was a left jab. The jab dropped Saenz, but it's the follow-up shots here. Look at that. He just throws a jab as Saenz is trying to come in. Once Saenz grabs the leg, now it's just, oh my goodness. Vera's putting it on him. Oh, wait.
Yeah, what do you think, back of the head?
I mean, those are clearly behind the head.
Did he reach around? Did he have the other side?
And you heard Chris Tione, the referee, say work to improve your position, work to finish. Nice elbow there, shortly placed by Hernandez.
Yeah, that was sneaky too, because whenever you're on top and somebody's controlling your wrist, you can't really punch them. But what you can do is draw it back and bring the elbow over the top. And we just saw Hernandez. There's that ground and pound again.
Well, he's such a good striker that you see that crisp ground and pound. That's the difference between a real seasoned striker's ground and pound and more of a grappler or wrestler's.
Yeah, they're turning into those shots.
He's snapping into those punches.
There you go. Nice calf kick.
But Chito's got to get back up to his feet.
Now, you see the Vera with some urgency under him now.
Oh, nice beautiful knee. Oh, and he's in the mount. Look at this.
Gets to pay him back for some of that ground and pound he was giving him a second ago.
He's got the back. He's under the neck. He's under the neck. He's got it.
That's time.
That's it. Wow. Chito Vera submits Ewell Hernandez.
Wow.
Perhaps he really got stunned by that knee. And Chito Vera, just when you thought Hernandez started to take control, Chito shines in Vegas tonight.
What a turn of events. And it all started from that aggression that he showed after the break. He realized he had to turn things around. He landed that beautiful knee, got him down into the mount position. Full rear naked choke for the victory. And he was tested. He was tested in this fight by a guy in his UFC debut. Let's take a look at it again. Here's the knee, and this is, Chito came out super aggressive, knowing he was probably losing that portion of the round, moves in a full mount, starts dropping bombs, gets him to turn over, and as soon as he turns over, arm right under the chin, immediately clamps down, slides that arm up to the bicep, gets the rear naked choke and the tap.
Crazy part is he was thinking about that tap, John, even before Vera readjusted the grip. When he had just palm to palm, you saw Hernandez already with the fingers.
Body. Beautiful work, but now we see the tables have turned.
Spinning back fist from Ewell. Now front kick is Vera, now goes back in. It grabs the neck as Ewell bent over for a moment. Can he finish this one up?
Well, Ewell's trying to fight the hands.
Ewell fights the right hand off. Vera's not done. Now he lets go of the neck.
Now this is huge for Marlon.
Heavy shots from a great position for Marlon Vera.
Big shots.
Big elbows. And gets loose with the left hand.
The referee's looking close.
Steps in. Marlon Vera does it again. 5 straight wins. 5 straight finishes.
Unbelievable. Had a tough first round. Came back round 2. Even the score in round 3. Turned on the pressure and got a fantastic stoppage.
Well, he hadn't gone past the 2nd round during his 4-fight win streak. Chito goes into the 3rd, but no need for judges once again.
Let's take a look at these knees here in the clinch. Landing big shots, scoring points, but doing damage as well. Taking the life out of Andre. Knees to the body, knees to the head. And that one was a kick to the head as well. And then from there, just swarmed. Knee to the face again. Tried to get the guillotine in a moment, but look at that. All-out action from Marlon. He senses the finish. Big forearm smash there. Elbow actually. And then from the top position, this was the end. Pouring down punches, elbowing him in the face, just putting pressure on him. Absolutely relentless. And the referee made the right call.
So Chito's taking his time.
But yeah, you see the limp there.
Yeah, at
And
times.
he's hiding it. He's trying to hide it. There's the right hand. He was looking for it there. Lands it.
I guess you got to just hope maybe for Sean that it's a nerve issue that could recover.
Yeah, we'll hear up. He fell down. We'll hear about it in the corner if he gets there.
Oh! Huge elbow from Chito. Marlon Chito Vera stops the Sugar Show in round 1.
Oh my goodness.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness. Interesting stoppage.
Crazy stoppage.
It was quick.
I mean,
It was quick.
He was hurt though. I mean, if you
He
look at
was
his foot,
clearly hurt.
he was clearly down a limb, and the judge wanted to be part of that or excuse me, the ref wanted to make sure that the fighter was safe because of the foot.
Come on.
Congratulations.
Come down.
The Chito Show, he says.
Stop. Hold on, wait a minute.
Nobody wants to see a fighter get hurt in the middle of the fight.
No.
You know, nobody wants to
not
see
at
that.
all. But
I want you to come in here
that
and
was
work with him, but
a tremendous shot by Chito Vera as well.
Yeah.
There's the injury, but there was also a big elbow by Vera.
Well, you can't take anything away from Chito. I mean, he created the injury in the fight.
We don't know what happened. We'll find out what happened. We'll see if we can see it. It looked like right there it turned over.
Well, he tried to put his weight on it, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, this is when he was already injured, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now here's the elbow. Okay, there's a left hand, but there's a big elbow as well, right?
Yep, right here.
Here it is.
Ooh,
Boom.
that's the one that puts him out a little bit.
That one puts him in real trouble. Boom, right there. Boom, boom. So, interesting stoppage, right? Because would he have done that if it wasn't obvious there was something wrong with his leg?
Right. Well, I mean, he might have, but we haven't seen that from this particular
So
referee.
look at this weird step. Oh,
That's
there
how you
it
break
goes.
your foot right there. That's how you break it.
But was that because of something before that deadened the nerves?
Could be.
Could be.
You just don't know. We'll have to ask him. You get to
because
ask him
look,
in a minute.
that reminds me of Michael Chandler. It reminds me of, we saw that in the second fight with
Chito, a near 6-1 favorite on the live number, which would indicate that round 2 was his.
Yes.
But you never know.
I guess I was wrong there.
You definitely
Got it,
don't
boys.
know. Who knows? They're listening to this biased commentary.
Right. Oh, you're right. There's 3 scorecards that matter, and
It's
DC's
so
is not
ridiculous.
one of them.
Yeah. It's also ridiculous that they don't get to look at monitors.
Oh!
That's it.
Chito Vera gets the highlight he was looking for!
You will not leave the scorecards. Wow.
Wow, that was that front kick up the middle that we were just talking
You said
about.
it. You said he was looking for the face now on that front kick.
My goodness.
Jeez.
Edgar did not like something about the way that fight ended. Obviously, he didn't like the head kick, but he protested immediately.
Yeah, he's just a warrior. That's all that is. You know, that was 100% good stoppage. He's having a hard time walking right now. I mean, he's stumbling all over the place.
when you're Frankie Edgar, and you've been through what he went through with Gray Maynard, much younger, obviously, but that was a good stoppage. I don't disagree. I mean, it just stomps him.
100% good stoppage.
Yeah.
There's no reason to keep that fight going.
When you go face first,
look at this.
Generally, it's over.
Chito Vera right under the chin. Perfect placement of that front kick, and he was looking for it. We saw it earlier.
I mean, that's almost as clean as Anderson Silva against Vitor Belfort. Lyoto Machida against Randy Couture, another one that comes to mind. But Chito Vera, who has never been finished, is able to finish Frankie Edgar, and that means he will vault into this division's top 8. A huge showcase spot, and Chito Vera took the judges out of it.
Power between these two.
And if this was a boxing fight, Dominic Cruz would be down 3 rounds to 0. Or 2, but it ain't boxing. And it ain't 10-8. So you got to take into effect all the other stuff that happens after the knockdowns. And in a lot of those instances, it's Cruz leading and Chito kind of just following. Chito's got to get a little more busy.
He's got to get busier. That is the key word there. He's having
Cruz is down after a huge shot. And Chito ends it. Double-digit finishes in the bantamweight division. He wanted to make a championship statement, and he did so in round 4.
That was it.
What a way to stamp it.
Dominic Cruz is still on shaky legs. He's not good. What a head kick.
Holy cow.
Chito Vera.
Chito Vera missed on that same kick a little bit earlier. Barely missed.
Maybe the most dangerous 135-pounder on the planet. With his Ecuador.
Let's take a look at this. He knew he was going to move to the left. Saw it coming, but Dominic didn't see that coming.
Oh my God.
Chin on chin. Good night, Vienna. Dominic Cruz goes to sleep.
That was crazy.
Man.
Chito barely missed this kick a little earlier in the fight. He threw a punch. Dominic dipped, because when Dominic switches angles a lot of times, he dips. Dipped right into that head kick. Massive win for Marlon Chito Vera.
He plays a dangerous game, doesn't he? He gets outstruck in the numbers, but it's because he has the ability to do that.
Yes. He has the equalizer. Here he is talking to Dana White. Wow. Chito Vera.
Well, he's still building that case for a title shot. Chito